Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Brawlmachinin. This is season 3, episode 5, so it's the second half of the season. And today I'm with Travis, better known as DarkLegacy. Travis, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, I am Travis. I'm also a DarkLegacy on the forums and most other media. I'm an Infernal for Private Press and a judge, which is still sort of like the defunct program that they had. But I run conventions and collect a lot of models, play every faction, and do general stuff with Private Press. Pleasure
Let's
being
just
here.
clarify that an Infernal at Private Press is not someone who sacrifices employees to summon horrors, but rather someone who revises the rules and makes rulings about them.
A little of A, a little of B.
Okay. And you also are the organizer of a certain important convention, right?
Yeah, I help organize Adepticon, Lock and Load, and Gen Con for Privateer Press for their gaming events during those conventions. So I help set up the schedules and then running the events the day of, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of hard work and making sure that players are enjoying themselves and having a great time, and uh, seeing the fruit of my labors of people enjoying themselves at the convention is always the greatest thing in the world.
One day maybe we'll be able to go to a convention in the States and meet you all guys.
Exactly, and just that COVID and everything can't goes away enough that we can all travel again and see each other in person. Because my goodness,
Yeah,
it is
COVID and
so
the fact
good
that I live
to see people.
in the other side of the continent and traveling is like real expensive. I mean,
Exactly, yeah.
I could always start swimming and maybe I'll get to whatever it's in September 2022. I mean,
I can't wait for teleporters. Once we get teleporters, it's gonna be really
yeah,
great.
yeah. It's either that or be myself get a job in a merchant ship and then work in there 6 months, and as soon as it gets in the state, I just bail. Anyway, shall we proceed into the list?
Of course. Let's start with Caspian.
Okay, so like I said at the beginning of the season, I wanted to play Trollbloods, but in Greeks. So the first half of the season was with the Negro one, yeah. And the second half is going to be with an Asphyxious1. That was another caster that was recommended by several people to play because he, like it was the trick with the Blood Gorgers and Morales to try to buff their output. So once again we have Parasite on Asphyxious. That's a very nice -3 armor on any target I need, and I also got like a more active buff instead of the buff in Sight and Touch. That I can give you a friendly faction model Dark Shroud. That's while the model that has Sight and Touch is in melee with another model, the enemy model suffers -2 armor. So that's actually like a +2 strength in a single model for me at the end of the day. And also, Asphyxious himself has a very strong assassination potential because he has two different nukes in Hellfire that just single shot at pop 14 and that ignores stuff, and can also be used to shut down a little bit of recursion because model blocks with Hellfire are removed from play. And Breath of Corruption, much like the Negra, is just an instead of being an spray, it's an AoE 3 that causes corrosion and leaves a hazard. So I can use to control the table a little bit against single infantry. And it can also control a little bit of Warsharks with Spectral Leech, but in this case I'm against a Horde faction, so there's not going to be any Warshak. And he can be pretty safe because he has teleport. That's just a 6-inch place, so he can go up, throw some spells, and then go back to safety. And the feat is rather simple. Enemy models suffer a about 5 damage roll, which is not the best, but maybe with Parasite and it can kill some low armor infantry. But the most important part is that he gets 7 focus points, so he can use all his focus, feet, and either camp all or keep doing things. That's very important for the assassination, because it means more hellfire. And he also can collect souls within 2 of P, but I doubt that's going to get into the game. And the battle group is very similar to what I have with the Negras. We still have Barathrum because it's one of the best heavies that Chris has. A Dead Reaper because again Arknotes with a debuff caster are very important. And I have Cankerworm because I always like to take character jacks or beasts with their casters whenever possible. And second because he's a light that feels like a heavy. He hits very hard, especially with Parasite and Nothing Touch, and has an armor piercing attack, and he's also very tanky because he's 14-16 with unyielding and stealth, so it's very hard to engage. And the rest of the list is exactly the same as last episodes. General Slaughterborn, a unit of Marauders, and a unit of Blood Doggers with Jessica.
It's going to be a tough list to crack.
I don't know if tough to crack, but certainly tough to remove because I'm going to roll a lot of stuff. Hopefully.
Absolutely. I'm playing the Child today. I made a very battle group heavy force to exemplify the Child's strengths. So I went with Baron Tumlick because I think he's a pretty mandatory option with arcane support, parlay against all of your infantry, and spell slave to get an extra abuse out every turn without having to have Child necessarily go right off the bat. So he's got a lot of great abilities, and consume is amazing because it gets around some of those tough models. So like if I have to remove a model that's small base, which is probably not going to apply in your list, but in normal circumstances on some of those models that are small base, you can get rid of them pretty easily.
You're gonna will consume Asphyxious, maybe?
Asphyxious is medium base, so I won't be able to. I would love to. That would be amazing. But not today. I went with Cage Rager, Skin and Bones, and Clockatrus for my heavies because they're all the heavies I have in the faction, to be honest. And they're all great heavies, especially in the Dark Menagerie Team Force. And then I went with 2 Kravitz because that's I think a great requisition card for the Team Force, just to get 2 more shield guards and bounding leap little models, and gives dodge to Child, so when she needs it, she can hopefully not die to everything but Asphyxious stabbing her in the face a million times. For my solos, I went with the Gremlin Swarm and Kyrian Rose as support pieces, in addition to the Baron Tumlick, as they provide annoyance and another damage buff, and so they give great things to the list. For Arcana, I picked Wrath, which is the trump Arcana for Child, Labyrinth, which slows models down when they advance and ends movement inside my control range, and then I picked Desolation, which is they place a piece of terrain when a model advances into and ends its activation in my control range. So I've picked Arcana that slows his list down and then makes my list stronger with more fury.
Yeah. I like that you mentioned because this is all the 3 heavies I have, and then you take the caster that's another heavy basic. So you have 4 heavies.
Exactly. Yeah, I've taken every heavy hitter that I could inside the faction that's inside the battle group.
And as previous episodes of the show have proven, having more heavies on the opponent, it's a big advantage in Brawlmachinin.
Yeah, I think it's going to work well. I at least hope it's going to work well.
On the other hand, you have a low attack count in proportion, so maybe I can leverage the fact that I have 2 units to.
Agreed. You can spread out way better than I can.
Yeah. So, shall we go into the game then? Let's set the clock because I forgot to set the clock. That's going to be 30 minutes. Like always, with deployment outside of clock.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And let's roll to see who goes first.
Good thing.
I roll a 3.
I got a 2.
Yeah.
What's this top piece of terrain, just so I know this?
That's yeah. We're going to go over terrain. That's a difficult terrain piece.
Okay.
Just a big rock. Then we have a cover providing wall on the flag on the top. Forest. We have 3 buildings and a rubble in the and a rubble. Sorry, in the bottom, in the middle line. Sorry. And we have a cloud that's on fire and a piece of shallow water on the bottom.
Sounds good.
So what do I want to do? Because that fire is going to be more of a problem to me than to you because all my models are single wound.
Yeah, it's not gonna be good.
Yeah. Although I think the models have immunity fire? Or they're just like throw fire? No, they just throw a lot of fire but they're not immune to fire. So I think I want to go in the top half of the table.
Sounds good. That wall is really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, I can leave just a fixture there, capturing the flag all game behind a wall.
Agreed. I love it. That wall is so tasty.
Because in worst case scenario, that's a minus to hit for you. And best case, with good positioning, you can't even charge because you can end your movement top of the wall. So it can be like here, and sorry, you can charge me.
I agreed, 100%. Like I think that wall is probably the most defining piece of terrain on this table.
And I can mitigate rough terrain with the Bloodgoggers by doing a failed charge because they get relentless charge. So I can just charge into nothing next to get a little bit of extra movement on the first turn. Or just go around them.
Yep, absolutely agree.
So I'm going to play on the top. What color of bases do you prefer?
Did our lists get entered?
Travis?
I will take purple if that's all right with you.
Yeah, that's perfect. Let's just correct this because I don't know why, but Compact Chamber keeps putting Shusika into the Marauders instead of the Bloodgoggers for some reason. So if you're going purple, I'm going to go with green. So we can differentiate very quickly our units. And that's going to be my list. And you're right, Asphyxious is a medium base. I was under the impression he was a small medium.
Yeah, no worries. Oh, mine.
A small size caster, so...
My list looks so small compared to yours.
Yeah. It's like I'm playing 75 and you're playing 25.
It's just, oh wow, it's so crazy looking difference. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So now I think about it, and it's very fitting that Asphyxious is on a medium base, and all my models are medium bases.
I like it.
Kind of, yeah, kind of. Also, I chose green not only because of the contrast, but because my real life Trollkin are green skinned. So I don't play Griggs, I just play Trollboss, but I do have a unit of Gorgers. I have, with a little bit of modeling, converted them into Trollkin champion.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I have Shusika as a Scaldivan Hammer, and Slaughterborn as a champion hero. So all looks cohesive a little. Anyway, I'm going to start my deployment. No, I go second. You go first, yeah. So
And
yeah,
I
go
need to
ahead
remember I'm
and
deploying 3 inches further back than what I am.
yeah. And while you're doing that, please tell us your plan for the deployment. While
Exactly.
you're
Yep. So I want Child central on the table. She's going to be having to do stuff in all the zones, and she's, the only model in my list that can control the right zone for me, and so she's going to have to hang out over there. I can potentially score the rectangle with any of my war beasts if I have a chance to do so. So she's going to have to hang out between the flag and that circle normally. The rough terrain that's on the right side of the table is kind of an issue, so my Clockatrice is going to probably be dealing with that stuff due to its flight. Beyond that, Kravitz just kind of hang out and do Kravit things. And then put the Frogman, and my solo is very central in my list, so I'm going to move my models over.
Yeah, worst come to worst, the Kravitz can, if not score the circle zone, at least contest it.
Exactly. And so all my solos center in the list to do the same sort of thing, where they can either hang out on the flag or run to zones, just like the Kravitz. And so, I've got a Skin and Bones on the far left, with the Cage Rager next to it, with the Kravit behind him, and then my solos in the center, with Child hanging out on the right with the Clockatrice and another Kravit.
I like that not only he plays like slow model count, but he deploys in 2 lines for even more compactness.
Yeah, I like to wave my stuff a lot.
Just a clarification, the Gremlin Swarm is the solo that's stealth and incorporeal, right?
That is correct.
Okay, so the only way I have to kill it is with Asphyxious, whether with his melee attacks or with some of his spells. And since you have stealth, I have to be within 5 to actually hit you with my.
Yeah, unless it's I think a deviated or whatever it is, breath of corruption or whatever.
Both corruption and somehow ends on top of you, that's going to damage it.
Yep.
But the thing is, I have an Arc so I can just get the Arc within 5 of the Gremlin Swarm and shoot through him.
Exactly.
And line of sight is checked. I mean, distance is checked from the. Not that I'm going to explain you the rules because you know them better than I, but for people watching, so they understand what's.
Absolutely, totally agree.
Right, so what do I want to do? Like I said, Asphyxious is going to be. You don't have an advanced deployment, right? That's your whole list.
That's my whole list.
Okay, so I'm going to go with my deployment and advanced deployment at the same time. Is that okay with you?
Good.
So, like I said, I want Asphyxious in the middle because like you have like a lot of solos. I have like the caster and 1 solo, and I think I want my solo to go in and hit stuff. So Asphyxious is going to have to take flag duty. Well, the thing is that he has teleport, so he can go like about here, do some stuff, and then teleport back 6 inches.
Absolutely.
So that looks nice to have that option. So your only shooting is Neclocatrice, right?
My Clockatrice, and that's it. I have spells and Clockatrice.
Okay.
Only spell is Force Hammer.
Yeah, that's a very good spell. You can control the sounds by just slamming me out of it. Alright, so I think I want to put the Bloodgorgers here. I'm going to try to deal with whatever comes into the square zone, but rectangular zone. Because they are the heavy hitters, quote unquote, of my list. And comes worst, you will have to come and kill whatever I have in front, contesting and jamming you. that's it. I want these guys to be a little bit more compact here, so they can avoid the rock a little bit and go for pot shots around the zone. I think I'm going to go around the zone a little bit. Then we have Slarbone going to be here in the middle, and then support wherever needs. Supporting probably more the Blood Goggers, but maybe if I can get him to live to late game, can support the Marauders in melee a little bit. The Dead Reaper in the middle, so I can see wherever I need him for his Agnode in later turns. And then both Barathrum and Kangaroo have advanced deployment. So that's going to be 16 inches, right?
That's correct.
Okay, Barathrum has... Sorry, Kangaroo has... Pathfinder, so he can start in the forest. Don't have any problems. Sorry, that's the 18 inch. Here's the 16 inch. So... And Barathrum is going to go here, and he's going to start the game in Dagin, since he can do that. He can, right?
Yeah, he can.
Yeah, that's I forgot that all the game models can do that, like built into the rule of the game. Okay, that's going to be my deployment. And like always, since we can't shake each other's hands, we're going to shake each other's caster a little bit. That's alright.
Good.
And best of luck to you, Travis. And whenever you're ready, start playing in your turn, and then do it on the clock.
Okay. So this turn, my plan is to not step within Barathrum's charge range or Kangaroo's charge range. Trying to remember that Barathrum has countercharge. That's going to be something that always comes up every turn for me. Just remember Barathrum has countercharge because I don't have models to contest or to lock him down. So that's going to be an issue for me. So remembering countercharge every turn is going to be high on my list. I plan on abusing 2, if not 3, of my war beasts this turn to get them up into the space so that they are very far forward, and then just seeing where things end up in the middle of the table. So I'm planning on putting most of my stuff in the middle of the table to react to the movements of the army.
To me?
And here we go. So we'll start there. My Gremlin Swarm immediately apparates. In the control phase. Beyond that, I have corpse counters on each of my heavies that can collect them, which is those 2 as a team force.
The child doesn't collect corpses, right?
She does not have a corpse. Correct. She doesn't collect any. We will start with the Gremlin Swarm running.
That you're going to be hard pressed to get corpses and get my list.
Yeah. And then we're going to go with Carriana Rose. She's also going to run. After that, Tonguelick's going to advance 6, turn and face the Cage Rager, cast Abuse, and then jump. Sorry, advance 5. Advance here, turn to face. I'm not going to change his facing right off the bat because I'm going to be changing in a second. Cast Abuse on the Cage Rager, and then jump 5.
Okay, question here. Can you jump after making your action? Because jump normally is after your movement but before your action.
Oh, yeah, I did that wrong. You are correct. I did that completely wrong. My
You-
inexperience playing that model. So I
No worries.
will not jump. We'll just be right
I
there.
think we have answered the question who watches the Watchmen, or in this case, who Infernals in the Infernals.
Absolutely.
So you hear the first folks, Ben is going to be the next Privateer Press Infernal.
No, I have plenty of stuff to do already. Thank you.
So I take 1 damage to my 4.
Okay.
And then the Cage Rager is going to run. The Cage Rager is speed 4, but gets +2 speed due to abuse, so it can run 12 inches now. The Skin and Moans is also just going to run. It is speed 5 though, so it doesn't need abuse this turn. With the run from the Cage Rager, it actually doesn't get a Fury because of pain response. I just realized that now, so it doesn't actually get a Fury.
You can
Try-
always rile if you need to.
Yeah, I can rile it if I wanted to. I don't need to at this moment, though. The child's going to go. She's going to cast Discord on the Clockatrice, and then cast Tantrum on herself.
Sophie. The caster named the child having his unique spell called Tantrum.
I'm sorry, say it again?
So fitting that a model named the child has her unique spell called Tantrum.
Yeah, so Tantrum's an ability that if a model is damaged in my control or command range, I get to move and make an attack. So it's kind of like a vengeance for Warbeast. And then Discord prevents spellcasting and orders within 5 of it. And then the child will charge Barathrum, I guess. The Clockatrice will rile for 1 and run. And both Crabbits are going to rile for 1. Or not rile for 1. They're going to run and then get their 1.
Okay. Alright.
That'll be my.
Okay. So seeing that you have gone like very central, I think I want to go like open my lines a little bit and try to, if I'm going to start contesting the sounds like here and here, so to force you to open a little bit and try to break your formation and hopefully your synergies. But I think I don't want to damage any of your beast because Tantrum, so I don't want to give you like free advances.
Agreed.
Because you're not going to fall for an advance, so I can charge you, I suppose. So, and I don't have the volume of attacks to actually do much damage. So I think what I want to do this turn is to try to run the Dead Reaper. He's 14 inches and throw a parasite somewhere and leave him as bait for one of your beasts. I mean, he come to me and be in a position to then raid one of your beasts with Baratham. The clockatrice does have a reposition, right? Or just stutter?
Just the time.
Okay. And she can do that even if she is knocked down, right?
Correct. It's a place. Yep. So it's any time except when I'm advancing. If I'm damaged and I lose a branch, then it happens.
I don't have many opportunities to pin her down, but I call it a she because it's a chicken basically, and chickens are she. So if that offends anyone, I'm very sorry. So, and then my block doors, I'm going to run like towards the rectangle zone, towards here. So, like I said, if you want to come for me, you have to actually move a lot. And same with the marauders. They will come towards this part of the zone. And then I will try to leave Barathrum and Kangaroo ready for the counter. Not the counter charge, but a counter move. Just going to move towards the flag, and Slaughter1 also towards the flag, but more towards here, so he's protected by the house and can do work on the next turn. Just yeah, so I'm going to start a turn. I'm going to power up my jacks. Prepare here. And what's the charge range on the Cage Racer and the Skin and Mounts, please?
So the Cage Rager's speed 4, abuse puts it to speed 6. It will charge 9, 10 inches on the Cage Rager. And then the Skin and Moans is speed 5 with up to 7, 10, 12 inches.
Okay. And you don't have any way of improving that except if I hit you with...
Agreed. Yes, if you hit one of my beasts, then I get an extra, I think, 2 inches with Tantrum.
So 12 on the Skin and Mounts and 11 on the Cage Racer.
Yes, that sounds
And the Colocatrice is another 13, right? Because she's speed 7?
it's 10 on the Cage Rager, I'm sorry. It's 10 on the Cage Rager because it's 4 to 7, 4
Okay.
to 6 to 9 to 10. The Clockatrice. The Clockatrice is speed 6, so 6 to 8,
6.
to 11 to
13. He has her spray. That's spray 10, right? So yeah, I'm going to start running with the Marauders towards here. We'll try to avoid the rough terrain there. Already committed comment, so I want to leave you too many models to spray with the Clockatrice. They are command 8, I believe. Come on. Command 7, wow. So, yeah, I'm going to have to run like here. Here. Here and here. So I want to leave you like a good spray line.
Sounds good.
If you decide to come here with the Clockatrice. Then Cankerworm is going to move, well, actually run. Here, just outside 12. So what's his speed? Speed 6, right? Yeah.
So the Skin and Moans is 5 to 7, 10, 12. 12 inches on the
Yeah.
skin, and 10 on the cage rate. Or, sorry. Math is hard.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. 4 to 6 to 9 to 10 on the cage rager. 5
and 12.
7, 10 to 12 on the skin and bone. Yeah.
So here I should be safe because I am 12.1 of skin and bones and
Yep.
11.2.
Yep.
And I'm
I've got
actually
no way of pulling you closer. I've got no way of pulling you closer.
Yeah. And then the blood goggers are going to run also here, back line. Ready for a good position for next turn. That's 3. I still have 4.5 more. No, 3.5 more, so 6.6. 5, sorry. It's going to get in here. Okay, here. Leader model here. And Shoshika here. As far as you can go. There. So she's not in any danger. Then Slaughterbone just going to run here behind the wall. And let me check the range of my spells. It's all 6, right? Yeah. Six. This can run 14 inches. Yeah. The Reaper is going to run there. Then I'm going to activate Asphyxious. It's going to move here. And he's just going to cast a boosted parasite into the Clockatrice. What's
Sounds
her
good.
defense?
Clockatrice's defense is 13.
So I need 6 to hit. Enemies. And bathroom. Yep. It's just going to cautiously. What we said yeah, the clock is for 13 inches, right?
Clockatrice is 6, 9, 11, 13.
And since you fly, you can ignore pretty much everything.
Yep. Just making sure with Parasite, you boosted a Parasite, so shouldn't that be
Yes.
4 Fury?
Yeah,
10,
4,
not
sorry.
3? Oh, no.
4. Things I don't want you. And since the Clockatrice flights, he can just ignore the Death Reaper.
Yep.
Come for me if you want to kill Baradrum, so I have to play Baradrum very safe. So yeah, it's going to move here and keep and do the digging again. So that's it. I stay a little bit on the back, but you don't have any good moves, I hope, and I'm ready for next turn.
Absolutely.
So,
So for my plan this turn, I would like to try to remove the Death Ripper like this and stay outside of at least the threat range of Brathrum at the moment. and I'll have some blood gorgers and possibly, I don't even know if Slaughterborn, how far Slaughterborn charges these days.
He doesn't have
nine.
Pathfinder, so he can ignore the wall anyway.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But
That works real well for him. So yeah, it's a couple blood gorgers coming towards me, and I still have the building for cover. So I feel like the cockatrice is going to go try to solve the Death Ripper problem. Beyond that, don't let you score the central or the left zone for free. I'll have to put something there, which worries me a little bit, but I don't want to give you too much. And then I've already prevented the right side. I'm going to not touch your flag because that's scary to put anything up within 4 inches of the flag. And just score my flag is really the plan of the day.
Fine. Yeah, I knew the Reaper was going to die, but I hope, well, if he comes with a cockatrice, it's going to be -3 defense. I can then Dark Shadow this block our leader and try to do a lot of damage, but that didn't pan out.
Yeah. Being able to put -3 armor on the cockatrice makes the cockatrice real sad. It's dang good without, like with arm 18 normally, but being down to arm 15, the cockatrice is gonna take a walloping from everything.
And 13 with Dark Shroud, so
yeah, it would have been very bad. I would not have liked that at all. So I'm glad it missed, but my goodness, rolling a 2-1-1 as the opening roll, hurts a little bit.
Hey, at least if I lose now, I have like the perfect excuse. I can blame the dice.
All right, let's see what I can do this turn. My plan is to put as many buffs onto the cockatrice as I can. So I will be getting Enrage from Kiriana. I'll be getting Abuse from Tongue Lick, and making the cockatrice hit as hard as humanly possible with my list so that it can go do mean things to that Death Ripper. Even if I don't kill it, just engaging it and holding it in place is going to be good enough.
Yep.
All right, so here we go. The Gremlin Swarm doesn't need to apparate. It's perfectly happy where it is. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I totally count wrong? I did.
Let's assume you joke on the right, because getting frenzy with your lace is going to be the end of the game.
Yeah, I totally miscounted that. That was real good on me. You should have only had 4 out there, so that extra rile was a screw up. I didn't even realize that when I was counting. Whoops. And I didn't put my Gremlin Swarm in position to help that. So, whoopsies. Then we will go with Tongue Lick. He's going to move 5 inches. This time he will succeed his jump because he's got the ability to do it this turn. So he's going to come hang out in some shallow water, as he is wont to do. Then he'll cast Abuse onto... Oh, I have to upkeep. 2 upkeep. 1 upkeep of Arcane Assist. And then cast Abuse onto the cockatrice. So the cockatrice is going to take D3. There's not an easy way of doing this for D3s, so I take 1 to the 6. Cockatrice has taken damage and has Abuse. Then Kiriana, can she make it if she goes next? Can. Sweet. So Kiriana is going to walk around the child and get within 3, which is all I need for Enrage. Go here, and then put Enrage on the cockatrice.
He's very mad that she got targeted. Well,
I'm sorry, I missed that.
when
What was
it
that?
fell. That the clockatress is super mad that I target her with a spell and now she's coming with
Oh,
the
absolutely.
vengeance.
Yeah, it's a pissed off clockatress. Absolutely. Fully agree with you on that. I don't think I have anything else I need to do before this, so the clockatress is going to go. It's going to charge the Death Ripper. Because of pain response as my field marshal, I get to charge for free. So
Yep.
we will charge. My goal is to say 9.1 away from Rathdrum, which we had seen that I was able to get previously.
Yep.
I do move 4.3 inches, so I do get an assault shot. So I'll take said assault shot. I am Rat 6.
Okay.
So rolling that attack. I don't think a 10 hits you.
No. I'm defense 14, so that's going to be missed.
Excellent. The tail strike. I am going to boost it because I need an 8.
Okay.
That'll hit.
It's going to hit. It's a critical if you have a critical effect.
The tail strike does not have a continuous effect. Chain weapon, POW 14, so this is up to POW 18.
That's dice.
The 2 buffs.
That's dice plus 4.
Okay. Dice plus 4. Take 16 to the 3.
It's left in 4 boxes.
I will buy another tail strike. Luckily, the movement's out, so
Yeah.
I need something
That's going to
low
hit.
that'll hit, and it's
And that's going to kill automatically because it's dice plus 4, so you're
Yep.
going to do at least 6 damage.
Yep.
And it's
Then I will go with. I guess I'm taking one set of attacks in the face. So the Cage Rager is going to. I need to check pain response. Does it say I get to charge and make power attacks without being forced? So it's going to. I'm just going to have it advance to here.
right.
Does the Cankerworm have stealth?
It has stealth, yes.
Okay. Next, we will go with. Put the Skin and Bones back here. It's going to kind of just chill and hang out. Try to make some friends. And then go with the Crabbit to here. Then gonna make she's speed 6. Well, I'm not going to score that zone because I can't get Cage Rager. I want. So my plan here is to get Tantrum. So you're going to be stuck with trying to get a Tantrum in either way. And so I think, yeah, I'm gonna deal with this. I'm going to looking at my options. Force Hammer is a 10-inch range, is it not? It is. Okay. So 3, 5. Yeah, she's gonna go here. She's gonna spend 4. She doesn't need to go that far. She just needs to get within 5 of him without be super scared. All right, I like this. So she's gonna go there.
Yep.
And 4 fury to be down to 2. She's gonna cast a force hammer, and she's gonna target number 5, blood gorger, through the cage right.
Kerosene is a Agno, right?
It is when it has a corpse counter, which it got at the beginning of the game.
Okay, and that's range 10, exactly, right?
It is correct. It is.
Right. Shoot away or
Within 10.
spell away, I guess.
Yep. So I'm a 7. What's the defense on a blood gorger?
12.
12. All right. Of course, I will miss.
Yep.
All right. That's it then for that.
We're
Next,
clearly
we both had
fighting in a
infinite spells.
yeah. We're clearly fighting in a what's the name? Zone. Spells are another thing.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We're fighting in some sort of bad luck zone. My Rabbit's gonna go here, and it's gonna rile for 2. So I have 5 fury out, and I can take in 5 fury. So I'm successfully doing it correct this turn, and just to be a little safer, the Gremlin Swarm. Nothing's got melee weapons that can threaten it. You are further than spell closeness to it. However, you can spell another model with Breath of Corruption and kill it. So I'm going to move back here so you can't get a Breath of Corruption easily onto my Gremlin Swarm. And with that, I will be done with my turn. And I'm passing the clock to you.
Okay. So, what's preventing me from just moving Asphyxious like there? His speed 5. What? That is speed 5. By here. And what's the range on Hellfire? And just fitting and shooting 6. No. That's 2. 4 Hellfires into the child. Okay, you have 2 transfers, that's true, but
Is Hellfire range 10?
it's range 10, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing that prevents that.
Because I can just go there and roll 2 Hellfires, force you to transfer the first 2, and then I have exactly 2 extra focus to boost. And that's for 14, you're almost 17, that's dice -3. On average,
you're aware, I do have Outrage, and Outrage will trigger immediately on the first attack, so I'll be armed 19 from all of the Hellfires, even if I transfer.
Yeah, that's preventing you from dying to Hellfires, because I'm 19, that's way too high for 14. And you have Tantrum, right? With the child, so you can just move back.
Correct. Tantrum will only trigger it'll move during my turn, so I can't move back on your turn.
Okay, but if you didn't have any transfers, I would have gone for the assassination, because even at turn 19, I have 3 attacks.
Yeah.
So yeah, in this case, what's preventing the assassination is the 2 transfers. Okay. So, I'm not going for the assassination. I'm going to try to damage the case ratio a little bit with block number 5 that survived miraculously to that thing. I'm not going to charge with Cankerworm because Cankerworm goes in, Skin and Mouth just goes in back.
Out.
Yep. So I'm going to go with Volkogger number 5, charge the case racer, try to do some damage, and then with the rest of the unit, just try to cover as much of the zone as I can. On the other hand, no, I don't have a way of killing the if I could kill the clockatrice, I'll go for a scenario because I can go 3-0 this turn. Because I just run like this blood clogger here. Not like that because we hit a free strike, but like here. And say, hello, I'm contesting your flag. And then score the zone, score the circle zone and my flag and be 3-0. But I don't think I have a way of killing the clockatrice.
You have to kill the clock and the rabbit.
And the rabbit, yeah. So no. So I'm not going to risk the kangaroo worm chops to get 1 point. Because I'm going to be 1-0 anyway. Because I will contest that flag. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to use the Morales can get a few pot shots into the clockatrice, I think. Which if you decide to shield guard, all the better for me. Because otherwise I can shoot the rabbit. And yeah, I think that's going to be it. And bathroom, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. You do have labyrinth this turn if you want to. That's -2 speed, but that's after I complete one of my movements, right?
Correct.
So I need to charge first with regular number 5 and then run with the rest of it. That's going to be -2 speed. Let me check if I can reach here with speed 8. Can reach the zone. Not the zone, I mean the flag.
Are you starting to move?
No, I'm not starting to move, just checking. No, I can reach the flag with -2 speed. Interesting. So anyway, now let's start with the turn because I'm taking too much time here. First, I'm going to go all the way with my focus. I'm going to power up my 2 jacks. And I'm going to... Your control 14, right?
I am control 14, that is correct.
So I'm going to, if you don't mind, up here.
Go right ahead.
So if I end any movement there, you can trigger the Arcana, right?
Correct.
So I can move these guys first because you can trigger there and you prevent my charge. Okay, first it's going to be Kangaroo Worm.
Yep.
And she's going to go here. And not that far away. Just in case, going to be... So you can charge me. But I can next turn. The -2 is just during my turn, right? In your next turn, it's not going to be nothing. And this guy is 6, 9.5. Can't charge you either next turn. So yeah, I actually need to be within 9.5 and then cover him with my model. There. And I didn't enter in your control, so you don't get to trigger any Arcanas. Then block over number 5. I'm going to order issue a press forward order. So this is going to go first. It's going to charge Kingdom Mounts. Just there because you're living and I have Bloodthirst, so I have +2 movement when charging living things.
Yep.
So that's 7 and 3. And yes, I'm charging there.
Okay. I will choose to when he finishes his movement.
Okay, use Labyrinth. That's when I end my movement, right?
Yeah, I have Labyrinth or Desolation to use. So it's when your movement ends. Correct.
So I'm going to my movement there, and now everything in your control zone has -2 speed, right?
Not yet. I'm choosing Desolation first, not Labyrinth.
What does Desolation?
Desolation puts a drain on him.
Alright.
So this is we're gonna go orange.
That's so I'm going to get on fire at the end of my activation.
I'm going to do making sure it's acid pool, burning earth. Just need to make sure if an acid bath is rough terrain right off the bat. You have relentless charge, correct?
I do have relentless charge.
Yeah, we'll just do burning earth.
Okay, so at the end of this mod's activation is going to be on fire.
Yep.
All right.
And then passing the clock back to you.
Going to continue. So this guy can move Sorry, just to clarify. If I enter, I get -2 speed, or if I start, I get -2 speed. No -2 speed because you choose the
no other effect.
So,
yep.
Okay,
no
so
other
this
effect
guy
at all anymore.
Can run 10 inches and contest your flag.
Yep.
And just say hello to skin and mount. And this guy can run 10 inches here. No, I don't want to engage because I want to shoot a little bit. It's also going to move. And that's pointless. It's just going to move here. And yeah, the rest of the unit is going to run because they can't charge anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to be like really spread out. Number 3 and number 2 are actually going to charge in and mounts the case racer.
Yep.
So they get Pathfinder, but they're going to be failed charges.
Okay.
So that's 9 inches of movement. So yeah, unfortunately this guy is going to end on the burning earth too. And then Shusika is going to run there, so everything is in control. In command, I mean.
Sounds good.
Well, I'm going to do the attacks on number 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's mat 7 and 7, that's a 14, I think it hits.
Yep, armor 19.
Okay, so in dice -8. That's no damage on the first attack. That's hit. And 2 damage to the 4 on the gauge ratio.
Okay.
Then the Marauders are going to activate. They're going to move. No, this guy is going to move there. Now they're speed 5, right? Yeah, which means I can't actually shoot your clock at it. Because trolls don't know how to shoot further than 8 inches away. So I think I'm just going to run with it. Here and run here. Just trying to be as annoying as possible in the zone, so you have to take the time to remove them if you want to score. Can you get there with 5 inches of movement? I don't think I can. No. No. Close but no cigar. This guy can, however, I think. Yep. You know, doing this wrong. there. We know the bathroom is outside 9 inches. Then Slaughterborn is just going to run here.
Mm-hmm.
And then Asphyxious is going to go there. And going to shoot the clockatrice with a Hellfire.
Okay. I'm gonna pause you for a second.
Yep.
I just want to see. I would get cover. So I am def 17.
Okay. So I'm going to need that nade. So I'm going to boost. That's going to miss. And that's all Asphyxious is going to do. Definitely, this is not the game for casting spells.
Mm-hmm.
And what do I want to do? I want to run and engage you. That's like just inviting you to destroy me, right?
A little bit, yeah.
And I don't get Pathfinder with him. So being here, sure, it protects my caster from your clockatrice. But I can't do anything next turn. So yeah, I don't want you to kill me with the clockatrice.
Mm-hmm.
So here you shouldn't have a landing spot for the clockatrice.
I would agree. Yeah.
And yes, I have to confirm this movement here.
Yeah, there's no place for me to get.
Yep. Maybe like, sorry, here, but you don't charge that far, right?
I speed 6, 9, 11 inches of charge.
No.
So I guess
that's a no.
11 inches.
No, that's 11.1, and you have to move completely past.
I thought I was completely past the wall right there, but pretty close. It might be possible with an 11. Yeah, so I could get you on this.
That looks fine.
But you're going to get a free strike from the Blood Dogger, so that's fine for me.
Correct. Yeah. Yep. And you're on 3 focus, which is really hard to.
Yeah.
To do.
Okay, that's going to be my turn. I'm going to pass.
Yep.
I'm going to score 1 point on my flag,
Yep.
and you're not going to score any.
Agreed. All right. So my plan this turn. Is to try to get rid of as many blood gorgers as possible. I'm contemplating putting something in the cankerworm. Because of tantrum triggering, I have 2 inches of movement on any of my heavies. So now it's trying to decide which heavy I want to put into the cankerworm. And all my heavies are my clockatrice and my cage rager are mat 6. My cage skin and bones is 7. So the decision is I can go 3 strike. I would have to clear 2 models to do that.
3 strikes would be much more scary if I had a Parasite, but
yeah, they're not as scary right now. If I go there, I'm within charge range of that. What should be the decision? The other question is, do I leave my burning earth up?
that's correct, because you can choose to remove it at any time, right? During your maintenance phase.
I think I can remove it at the start of my turn. I'm looking right now. Desolation at the start of my turn. So, do I wish to remove?
But I mean that every turn you get to choose that if you leave it or if you remove it.
Correct. So I'm actually going to drop the Burning Earth because I think it did what I want it to do. Desolation as a... Oh. So yeah, I think my turn's trying to kill as many Blood Gorges as possible. Try to kill Gerlach. Still contest that side of the zone and stay out of Asphyxious' kill range on everything else. So I'm going to start my clock. Control phase, actually maintenance phase, I get the tantrum move. So we are going to enter my maintenance phase. Blood Gorgers have 1-inch melee, right?
They do, yes.
So I'm going to go here with the Cage Rager. It's going to attack Blood Gorger number 5.
Okay.
14 should hit.
Yep, that's a hit.
And this is a P plus S17.
So that's straight dice. No, actually dice minus 1, but it's irrelevant because... Sorry,
Okay.
I have to... What? I
Both up.
failed in the tough check.
Okay. I get a corpse.
Yep, you do.
Feedback can't... because I'm not during my combat action. And... yeah, that's it for the tantrum. So the tantrum trigger goes away. Now I take my 3 Fury from here, 2 Fury from here. I go up to 7. Upkeep Discord for 1. My Clockatrice heals D3, and it's only got 1 damage on it, so it heals 1. You're charging free. You've got a corpse. And
I remember
that's
that you
all
said
of-
you had Arcane Assist, so that upkeep is for free?
I have 2 upkeeps out.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see the second one.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. 2 upkeep. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go with speed my turns up a little bit. I'm not gonna be able to get both on there, so we're going to go with Cariana here. It's gonna go here, and she's gonna give ancillary attack to the Skin and Moans. Skin and Moan's gonna attack the Blood Gorger. He's Mat 7, so 7 will hit. Skin and Moans is a 17 right now.
Going to kill automatically.
Do you have... oh yeah. Roll failed, so get a corpse. That's it for Cariana. Next, we are going to go with... what is the right choice? What is the right choice? What is the right choice? Can you fit? The answer is sort of. Sure, we'll go like this. Just gonna walk forward and attack number 2, Blood Gorger. We'll hit again. This time
And this one is going to
18.
stop.
Okay, and then I'll attack him with my second attack and auto kill him.
Yep.
Corpse.
Sorry, I'm
Then
going to add very quickly here the vengeance on the Evoker unit because you
Sounds
have
good.
killed at least one of them.
sounds good. Then are you close enough? I think you are. He's gonna go here. He's gonna jump 5. And here and cast Abuse onto the Cage Rager.
Yep.
It does 1 damage to 5. Okay. Then looking at my charge lane. One-inch melee. I'm gonna take 1 free strike through there.
And doesn't Shosika get a free strike too? Because
Uh,
your front has moved completely past mine.
No, that doesn't. It's if I leave your front arc. If I leave your
Yeah.
melee range. My
Yeah,
back of my
Yusika
base
is
would be
still in the
melee.
front. Yeah, he's fine.
So, from both accounts or just from Shosika?
Just the one. Just the one.
So because you are saying that he's leaving your front, but your front is here.
No,
So,
no, his front is leaving mine
Passing
on
the clock.
case of number 4,
sorry,
but not
sorry.
in case of Shusika.
So how this works? I can explain it quick. When a model, I can't charge past the models to leave my front arc, but my front arc doesn't matter at all for your free strike. I have to leave your melee range and your front arc to take a free strike. So because the back half of my base is still in your front arc, I'm perfectly fine. On number
and then you're
4,
fine from both, because number 4, you're still in my
No.
my mail. And
not
Yeah.
for number 4.
It's
Number
a free
4 I
strike.
pass through. Number 4 will get a free strike.
but we are still in my melee range. I know, that's right. You're not in my melee range because my front arc ends here.
Correct. Yeah, if you had rotated him differently, you would have.
Like this, yeah.
Correct. Then I would not have taken a free strike.
I should have
yeah,
left
that's just
Jessica like this.
yes. Yes, then that would have not provoked a free strike.
Not that that's going to matter, because 2 free strikes are not going to kill or damage the erasure in any significant way.
Yeah. So I'm going to start the clock back up.
That was a charge or just a regular movement?
That's a charge.
Okay.
So because I charge for free because of pain response, yeah, I'll just finish charges right there.
And then I'm going
so you get
to move the block to me, so I do the free strike with the
Yep.
Gogger. That's a +2 to hit. It's going to hit
Definitely
with a 9. And that's
Yep.
boosted because it's a free strike. Your state armor 18, right?
19.
Dice -8.
Good roll.
That's 8 damage to the 4.
Good roll.
Well, maybe 2 free strikes with those dice would have mattered.
Yeah. So then
I'm going to switch there.
Yep. So my charge attack on the Cankerworm. Cankerworm's a F14.
14. Yeah.
So I'm going to boost a hit.
Yep.
I need an 8.
It's a miss.
Will miss. Second swing, need an 8.
That's going to hit.
That'll hit. This is a P+S 19.
So dice +1 because I'm at 16 +2 of unyielding.
Yep. So take 10 to the 6.
10 to the 6. 6.
Okay. I'm going to bind an extra attack. I'm going to make sure I am a Fury 4.
Yep.
So buy an extra attack, boost. Need an 8. Will hit.
Going to hit.
This +1. Take 8 to the 5.
And I have lost my head.
Okay.
Which is the armor bouncing attack.
Okay. That's it for him. Then I'm going to... We're going to go with this Crabbit. Little Crabbit, can you do it? Your speed 6. There. It's going to get forced to jump. Back arc. Answer yes. We're just going to go... to not give you the wall bonus, and back arc there. It is going to just make an attack on Mat 5.
Alright.
12.
That's a miss. Yep, and that's a hit, just barely.
It does or does not?
Yes, it hits. It's defense 12.
Okay. All right, excellent. I'm gonna boost damage roll. This is POW 8.
I'm on
See if you can
18
get this
because
done.
I'm yielding, so that's
Okay,
nice
no
minus 10.
11. Nope.
It doesn't do anything.
Tried. Okay. Then I am going to go with. Oh, how do I want to do this? I need to start dealing with those guys over there. You've got them.
Decisions.
We're just gonna go. We're gonna declare a. I'm gonna declare a charge on number 1 Blood Gorger.
Okay.
That. Charge attack. I had to spend for that. I will
Going to hit. And I'm going to duff because you don't need any
second
need
attack.
to roll damage.
Second
That's
attack.
going to hit automatically.
and
It's more than POW 18.
It's POW 13, so kills him.
Yeah.
And then the Clockatrice is going to spend 1 for time lock. Which gives a -3, within 6 inches, you get -2 speed. Then we are going to put him tighter up against the building. Scoring the flag right now.
Sorry, I can countercharge, right? Even if it failed, like move here.
Yeah, yep, you could have. Yep.
Okay, so I'm a little bit closer.
Okay, and then I have 6 Fury out there worth of stuff. I am just going to. I'm going to back up to here and spend 2 Fury to heal 2 on the cage ring. And then I will end my turn. Scoring 1, and you score.
Yeah, so we're till 1 up.
Yep.
And we move into turn number 3. Sorry, turn number. Yeah, that's actually bottom of 3.
You should be at,
Bottom of
0 control point. Or at 1 control point. I score 1, you score.
Yeah,
Or both
you're
one,
just
yeah.
within 4 of the flag. Yeah, I haven't checked. So 1 on 1. So my turn. I wasn't expecting to lose Kangarworm, so we'll do as much damage to the cage right here with Kangarworm and the Blood Gargars. They do have an assault, vengeance, move and attack.
Sure.
Maybe even kill the Kravit with number 3. Not likely, but then Slaughter Run. I'm going to try to run one of the Marauders to contest the flag, probably number 1. And the rest are going to take pot shots into the Clockatrice since you are offering me the back arc. However, I think first I want to move Barathrum because even can move just here, move past the wall within 1, so I can make I don't want to attack you too much because as soon as you lose one aspect, you can do the time setter thing. So I think I want to do like a double hand throw into the house. So something like this, like aiming at the Kravit that it doesn't care if I hit or miss because since we have to follow that line,
Yep.
it's going. You're going.
Just to clarify, because it's part of your plan, you don't have hands to throw models that way.
I don't have two open hands with Verdadero.
No.
Verdadero doesn't have
do not.
I don't
hands.
see it.
You're right. No. So yeah, I'm just then going to punch you, like real hard, and see what you do with your. The time starter does allow you to change facing, right?
It does. The place does.
Okay. So yeah, well, anyway, I can use the Marauders in melee if you offer me the front arc if I can shoot you. I think I want to go for full damage. Doesn't matter the thing. Thanks Ben for the correction. I thought he had open hands.
No problem.
And then Slaughterpond is either going to run towards the flag and try to engage the child and be there, or yeah, because he can, or he's going to finish off the Rabbit if the Vengeance doesn't allow me to. So Black Dagger number 3 can charge in the Cage Racer. And since that's the plan, I'm going to throw Sighting Touch into Barathrum because Sighting Touch is model, right? It doesn't require warrior model. Sighting Touch. Friendly faction model. Okay, so yes, I can get Sighting Touch. I'm going to camp 5 because assassination. So let's start the clock. I'm going to
Making sure before
yeah.
the cankerworm's outside of Asphyxious is controlling, right?
He is. Yeah, I am.
Yes, correct.
He doesn't get. So I can power up. And I can assign focus, so I'm just going to make my 2 attacks into the pressure eventually. That I can do.
So maintenance phase, you got your vengeance.
I get my vengeance, that's correct. First, number 4, going to change facing, like that. I'm on your back arc.
Once he changes, you're not in my back arc.
Yes, that's not back arc.
Okay.
But when he changes facing, I'm going to cast Labyrinth.
Okay, so I have -2 speed on. So Barathrum is now speed 1, right?
Yep.
I didn't have any way to prevent that. So it's going to attack. That's going to hit. And that's die -9 again. That's -8. Sorry.
Okay. 19.
That's 1 to the 1.
Yep.
Jessica has the exact same. No, she's POW 12. POW 11. So it's going to hit. And that's -8. That's no damage. Number 3. Vengeance, it's still 3 inches, right? Because that's a fixed amount, right?
Correct.
So I can.
Before you start, hold on. Can you go back to where his base placement was? He's within. Yeah, no, you're fine.
Okay.
He has -4 speed at the moment, but he's still 3 inches. You're still fine.
Yeah. There should be enough to then get into the Cage Racer, right?
Sure.
So I'm going
you have 1 inch
to.
melee.
Yeah. I'm going to attack the Rabbit.
Sure, sounds good.
That's going to hit. And what's. So that's -1. That's
good roll.
10 damage. 11 damage.
To which location?
To the 6. So now everything is -4 speed in my armor.
-2 speed to everything, -4 if you're within 6 of the clock address.
6. Okay, so yeah, pretty much. So Slaughterman is just speed 1 now. Can get into the Rabbit. Barathrum is speed 1, so he can only run 2 inches. That's fun, I guess. So I'm going to start with Asphyxious. I'm going to move here.
Now, what's his speed?
He's outside the.
He's not outside of
level.
any of mine.
He's
It's-
5.
So speed
So
1
speed-
again.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Do I want to move then? No, I don't move. So I'm going to try to cast Parasite into the Clockatrice again.
Sounds good.
That defense, I need a 6, right, to hit?
I am def 13.
Yeah, 6. It's going to hit finally.
I'm sorry. 1 second.
Yeah.
You are outside. I'm just checking Discord. You are outside 5 inches of me, so yes, you can cast a spell. So you do hit.
Okay, anyway, if I forgot about, I can just move there and maybe the same, right?
Yeah, you were fine. You were fine.
I'm going to say. So you have Parasite now.
Yep.
So the Marauders number 5 is going to aim. Number 1 is going to run.
If you run number 1, he can't attack number 5.
I can. I have or run, right? I can run and just move.
Correct.
So let me check if you can run within 4 of the flag, because I'm now speed 3, right? So, no, I can get within 4 flag. So I might as well just move and aim and shoot everything at the. Yeah. Just going to move and aim. And so this guy's going to move here.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy is going to move here. And this guy is going to move here. Just you want
That one can move 5.
move 5. Okay.
He's outside of everything.
But he doesn't get an angle to shoot, so it's going to move here. And this guy is going to be 1.5, and it's going to aim, and this one's going to move 1.5 because it's in the rain. And it's not going to reach anything, so it's going to move 3 into here.
How's that guy moving through?
Sorry, no, I can move 3, yeah, right. So it's going to stay there and not do anything. I forgot I couldn't run. So number 5 is going to shoot the Clockatrice.
Sounds
going
good.
to hit.
11.
And
15 now.
15 and about 12, I believe. Yeah, about 12. So that's -3.
Okay.
That's 5
Okay.
damage to the 3. Then the leader model is going to shoot. That's going to hit. That 6 to the 1. And this guy going what? That 12 on the back. So that hits, right?
Which guys? Yeah. 12 will, a 13.
Sorry, 11.
Is that
11 on
11
the back?
total?
Yes,
the
11
plus
total.
plus 2.
Without the blast.
So
Not
your
Frat 5 plus 6, that's
that'll hit.
11 on the roll. Okay, yeah.
Yep, that'll hit.
And that 6 damage. No. 7 damage to the 4.
1 second.
And the last shot, that's.
Hold on.
The last one to shoot is in number 3 if you want to move outside of his. There.
It's outside of 8 inches.
Yep. But number 5 still is the only one that can shoot you, but you can be on the front if you want.
Hold on a second. You've attacked 3 times, right?
Yeah.
So
Right,
which guys all attack?
Yes, number 3 is the last to shoot, and you can just move outside. You are correct. So do your movement.
Just making sure. Gerlach's got 1 inch melee.
1 inch melee, yeah. And now it's
Only
speed
move 1
1.
inch right now.
Yeah. You want to stay side 2 inches of gerlach.
I'm trying to figure that out.
All right.
I'm just gonna not give you back arc, and we're gonna go like this.
Okay, you are
Best
just
spot back to you.
2.1. Okay. Gerlach is going to run here. So if you try an assassination, you at least have to go and get a free strike in Gerlach.
Mhm.
And now I'm going to activate the anchor worm. I'm going to move. Thing is, I can move Zika here. Yes, Zika is going to move here, and this blue cover is just going to move 1 inch. No, this guy can move 3 inches, right?
Yep.
Here. Okay, so first number 4 is going to attack the cage racer. It's going to hit.
Got him. Armor 19.
No damage. Second attack, it's going to hit. And no damage. Then Chusika is going to hit. That's no damage. Second attack hits. And that's 19. That's that's 2 damage to the 4.
Okay.
And then number 3 is going to attack the rabbit. Going to hit. That's going to kill.
And I'm just gonna let that fairy drop.
Okay. And then Canker Worm can move here.
Sure.
So it's going to be in combat range for next turn if he survives, and it's going to attack the cage racer first with the armor piercing attack, just 1 dice.
You can't actually, because when your system's knocked out, you can't make special attacks with it.
And that's an special attack, so just a regular attack. That's going to miss. And the second attack with the bite, that's going to miss, I believe. That's mat 7 plus 5, 12. It's going to hit, right?
That'll
So
hit.
you're... Okay, and that's just power 11, so minus 9. No damage. No,
No, it's 1 damage.
1 damage to the 5. Okay, irrelevant. But that's all my... No, I have to... I can run with Marathon, right? 2 inches?
Yes. Yes.
Like
That's so
here.
sad.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I'm going to be digging in case you wanted to shoot him, but you don't have... Yes, in case you want to slam it. No, actually, if you let me, I'm going to just be here, so you still don't have a landing spot right in front of. I'm going to dig in, and that's going to be my turn. And we are going to score 1 point. I'm not going to score anything, right?
I believe that is correct.
Speaking of debuffing the enemy, it's like you are playing the Negra 1.
Yeah, Child does feel a little bit Denegra 1-ish. Even though she's a tank, it feels very Denegra.
At least with this combination of Beast and Arcanas, right? Because if you don't play a Clocatrice and the Labyrinth Arcana, you can do that.
Yeah, exactly. But then with Labyrinth and Clockatrice, it's all of a sudden you're like, here's speed 1 on a bunch of stuff, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So
then again, you can do that with pretty much any caster in the faction.
Yeah. So it's a lot of casters get that ability, which is kind of ridiculous. So now the question is, do I want to go for that assassination attempt? I've got 3 minutes left.
Yeah, that's my only saving grace. That you are not going to score 3 points in this turn with just 3 minutes.
Yep, and my assumption is that you're not going to be able to do the same with a minute 27. So my feeling is to just contest the stuff that I'm contesting and stick with that and try to clear the right zone, or the left zone as best I can, and then just go from there.
Yes.
as best I
And
can.
if you can just, I'm going to take the child. You can leave there here.
Yep.
After you have activated all your beast, so I don't even get an
And
assassination out
exactly.
because
And
you're
it's
going
just
to
like,
be because the what's the name, the kill box is you have to be completely within 12, right?
you just have to be part of your base within 12. So you're correct with how that's placed right now. I would be unkillable in that spot.
Yeah, and not giving me points because you are not going
Agreed.
to be completely into the kill box. I mean,
Yep. Agreed.
I figured you were going to notice that, but just in case
Yeah, I was gonna back
you
her
wanted
up.
to, you were feeling frisky and wanted to do something with the child. But
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think I'm gonna try to get some stuff taken care of. Like I'm gonna try to clear the left zone. I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna attempt. So it really depends.
I'm going to go
but
for
yeah,
the moral victory and trying to assassinate the clocketry.
that sounds like a great moral victory.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna start my turn, and this is gonna
Yep.
be a race to the end at this. So the clockatrice heals D3, heals 3. 1, 2, 3. The Cage Rager loses 3 Fury. Put me to 7. I'm gonna upkeep my 1 spell. Clockatrice's, or not Clockatrice, Cage Rager's Frenzy check. Oh
Yep.
goodness, the Cage Rager totally frenzies.
Okay. Wait, I'm going to pause. The
Yep.
closest model is Kangaroo, so he has to attack Kangaroo, right?
I believe that's the case.
0.3 inches from the cave racer, and the blood dogger number 4 is 0.5, so Kangaroo is
Yep.
the closest.
Yep. So he just turns
Okay.
to face and tries to charge him, and I'm gonna just stay where I am. Boosted attack roll.
Yep. That's going
Will
to super
hit.
hit.
This is P plus S17.
That's the dice -1, but that's going to be enough to get hit. It's dead.
Then
You can continue.
Okay. And then he's going to just stay on his 1 Fury. Next, we're going to go with the Skin and Bones. Skin and
Yep.
Bones is just going to walk here and be within friend range of everyone else. We'll attack number 4.
Yep.
I'm a 7. We'll hit.
Can I hit?
I'm really high pow. We'll kill.
That's going to tough.
Okay, I'll kill him with the second attack.
He's dead.
Will buy an attack onto number 3.
Yep.
We'll
It's going
hit.
to hit.
And we'll
That's
kill.
going to tough.
My goodness. I will buy another attack onto him.
It's
And
going to die.
then I will buy my third attack onto Juseka.
Yep.
Will
It's going to
miss.
miss.
Good job,
Juseka.
you. We're going to go with.
Sorry, I'm going to
friend
pass your
Funlock.
block real quick.
Yeah.
Don't you have Fury 4?
Do I? You are correct. I'm sorry. I will spend my 4th Fury on that. You
Okay.
are 100% right. Attack
That's
again.
gonna do-
Hey, look, I still rolled another 3.
Okay.
We'll go with this guy. Go 5, jump. Into back arc.
He's going
Make
to
an
miss
attack.
again.
Yeah.
No, it's going to hit.
I think that one hits.
Sorry, I'm going to pause your clock because check her armor, and I don't want to use your clock for that. That's going to be 19.
Off 9.
Yep,
Yeah.
no damage.
Nothing. Okay, so that's not going to work. The Clockatrice is just going to use its 1 for Animus for time lock, and I'm going to back this up just so that I don't
All
die.
the way.
I'm just going to run back as far as humanly possible. Then end turn.
Okay. That's just like Luis in Ant-Man when they are in the van, like back it up, back it up, back it up.
Yep.
So Shusika pulling an heroic act and just not dying there in the zone to deny you a point
1
out of
point,
pettiness because it's not going to be relevant. But like, nope, you're not going this point. So I think I'm going to go for the double moral victory and try to kill the Baron too.
Baron?
Yes, because I do have vengeance because you kill the rest of the unit.
Yep.
So you still guys are
That's
going to make herself a what the French eat, the hind legs of the frog. It's like a popular dish. So yeah,
I love
so
it.
she's going to kill the Baron and then cook the legs and share with
Sounds great.
with the Grimkin Beast. So yeah, I don't think I have a way to kill the rabbit. I don't
I
have
think
because I moved
Good.
just 5. This guy can get. No, that's rough terrain, so no. I don't have line of sight there, so I can't kill the crab. Because if I can kill the rabbit and kill the clockatrice, I can score the zone
yep.
and like do. And now this guy can run here to contest, and we can end like 3-3 and pretend that was like a close game when in truth it wasn't.
I hear ya.
However, if I do that and I don't clock myself, you're going to be in a really rough spot.
Yeah.
So, no, but if I do that, I don't score the zone because this guy is going to be outside in the zone. So I don't score it.
Something that's going to prevent your plan right now.
Yeah.
Number number 5 is totally fine. I was going to say you're in whaling, but you're not. You're slightly outside of whaling. So if you somehow cause my clockatrice to get next to your unit leader, and be within 5 of your unit leader, you're not going to be able to run.
But I'm hoping to kill the clockatrice with Barathron.
Yep.
I can use teleport before doing anything else, right?
If I think if you teleport, I think you end your activation immediately.
Oh.
Checking though, because I remember old rules for that. Yeah, immediately ends your activation if you teleport.
Okay. So I can't score the circle zone with Asphyxious.
Also, you are 5 inches from the clockatrice and you have this cord on you.
Yeah, so you can't even cast spells at the moment anyway.
And Barathron can't actually kill, right? Because he can charge and he can only move 3 inches. No, he can move 3 inches and. Okay, but if I score at least 1 point and deny yours, you're going to be difference of 1 and you won't be able to score me in that amount of time. Right? Because
That's
of
the hope. The
of
other thing is, if I can kill Chuseka, then I'll be able to get it. So I'll score that flag. Or I'll score that zone if I kill Chuseka.
Yeah. So my plan is going to be as follows. In case I round off clock, I'm going to activate Asphyxious. He's going to give Barathron Sighting Touch. And that's it. Then Barathron's going to move and try to kill the clockatrice.
Mm-hmm.
And in one shot, because you have 1 time stutter left, right?
I do. I have a time stutter. Yeah, because I've got all my stuff back.
Yeah. But you're at 11 boxes, so if I roll high enough, I can.
Yep.
I can kill. And then Slaughterone is going to run here into the zone.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, you said I can't cast spells if I'm within 5, right?
Correct.
So
Yep.
Asphyxious has to move like here, and he'll be fine and still on the flag.
Yep.
Okay, so that, and then the Marauder number 4 is going to run towards your flag, and the rest of the unit is just going to run inside in the zone. So I'm not going to get the point from the zone, but you're not going to from your flag because it's going to be quicker and try to kill the rabbit.
Sounds great.
And I have to do the vengeance on the Baron. So, are you ready?
You also have to do the vengeance on Jessica, right?
Yes, I have to do it. I'm going to try to kill the indie baron with the vengeance. But I just have
Question
to do
question
like...
is, even if it's not optional, you can always forfeit combat action. Well, sorry,
Both of them.
you
Yeah.
you,
But
you
I
can.
want
They
to
attack.
beat Frog.
But you
I mean Frog. Pardina, what part of that you didn't understand?
Sure. Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to win anyway, so let's try to go off with a laugh.
Absolutely.
So
Go
3,
ahead.
2, 1, clock. Chusika is going to move here and it's going to attack the Baron. That's going to hit,
Hits.
and that's 19 damage total.
I'm
Minus
a
your armor.
14, so 14. You said that was 19? I'm sorry,
Yeah.
just I don't know what your POW is. What's the POW on your weapon?
12. So plus 7, that's 19.
Perfect. 5 damage kills him.
Okay. Moral victory 1 achieved. Now, Asphyxious is going to move here. It's going to cut. Sorry, I have the power up focus. I'm not going to assign any focus to. Sorry, yes,
Sure.
I'm going to assign 1 to bathroom.
Yep.
So I can boost damage, and I'm going to upkeep Parasite, and I'm going to
Sounds good.
cast Scything Touch. That's my activation. Bathroom
Sounds
is
great.
going to move 3 inches here. It's
Yep.
going to boost to hit against the Clockatrice. That's going to hit.
Hits.
And I'm going to boost damage. I am 19.
Effectively, is that including?
No, I am
Is that
power
including Scything?
17 base
Okay.
plus 2 of Scything Touch. That's 19. And
Okay.
your
And
armor
I am a
is
15. I'm a 18
so
down to a 15. So
that's
plus 4.
dice plus 4. Okay. To roll, I'm going to boost the roll. That's
Kills it.
going to kill. Yeah.
I'm going to trigger Wrath, I believe.
Okay. Lord
Just
Bone
one
is going
second. I think
to
Wrath
run here.
triggers on killing
Okay.
a model. I just want to make sure. When an enemy model damages a model with battle group with an attack. Yes, so I'm going to trigger Wrath, and then you can.
Okay. But Slaughter One is going to run here to contest the zone.
Yep.
Or to keep contesting. This unit is going to run. This guy is going to run here and contest flag 10 inches.
Sounds good.
And that's the rest of the units going to forfeit his activity. They are going to run 0.
Sure.
And that's my. And I'm going to score 1, and you're not going to score anything. And I think this is a matter of you passing quicker than 28 seconds and me losing on 5 seconds.
Yeah. I think it's me watching a whole lot of attempting to. Yeah, it's going to end up being.
Like, pass. Your turn, and I lose. Because you can't outscore me in 28 seconds, because you have to kill 3 models at least.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. So yeah, let's see how this goes.
Do you have the 2 frenzy checks you have to make? Those are not optional, right?
Correct. I have to make those checks.
Okay.
Wait. You're telling me I'm pulling an Álvaro against Santiago over Ben?
And?
Sorry, what?
Oh, no, he's referring to another game, but what for?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to pull an Álvaro.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Santiago.
we can explain. We can explain, Travis, what that means.
We're going to explain that after. Or not?
Yeah.
You can explain now.
No, it's fine.
We're going to explain it to you after you do all your stuff.
Yeah, just let him play and then discuss it later.
Okay. All right. So gonna flip the clock to me. So the plan is take 2 off the skin and bones. Try to pass my frenzy check. He is a threshold. Why don't I see it on his card? Threshold 8. Cage Rager is also an 8, so I can't actually. Can I take the Cage Ragers? My control range is now 16, and I'm 16.1. Awesome job, Travis. So I can only take 2 off the Cage Rager or off the Skin and Bones. and then try to pass that command check, and then pass the check on the Cage Rager. If I can do both of those and pass both of those, I'm just going to charge number 4 with the child and try to kill number 4 real fast. If I succeed that, I will score the flag, and then I'll be up in control points and run Cariana to your flag, because she is speed 6. She can run 12, and she will eat up your 5 seconds on your counter charge if you choose to make it. And so that'll be my plan. So
one fix, Travis. Your caster also has the 1+1 fury, so take that into account.
Yeah. So I can take 2 fury off of the.
Yeah, because he's on at 6, he can take 2 from the skin amount.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. So 2 fury off the skin amounts. Roll on the skin. Passes. Roll on the cage. Passes. Not upkeeping tantrum. I go up to 8 fury. Charge. Boost.
I'm going to hit, and I'm going to tough, so I'm going to die. You have 5 more seconds.
And then run to flag.
Yes.
Done. Last turn.
Actually, you do have 5 more seconds because I rolled tough on your.
Okay.
It's fine.
On your time.
It's fine. And also he stopped the clock before the alarm, so that's fine.
Yeah. Also, I am going to do counter charge here.
Sure.
So I'm going to lose on clock on the counter charge because in 5 seconds I can't do anything.
Yeah.
But let's take another moral victory. I'm going to counter charge here. I'm going to miss the attack. So I don't get. To explain the Álvaro and Santiago reference, Ben is part of the Cuarto de Guerra podcast, and they have been doing a deathmatch between all the other 3 members of the podcast. There are Álvaro, Santiago, and Bernardo, and Ben has been the director for them too. And they made this deathmatch, and the winner got a Darkon. You can watch the games on the court. And in one game, a guy named Álvaro had 30 seconds, 50 seconds left in his clock, and his rival Santiago had 15 minutes, and he managed to clock him. And Santiago managed to clock himself.
What?
Yeah. It was a returning player, color player that had a rough time trying to think about what is going to happen and trying to make it work. It was 1 minute over for 1 minute and something for the opponent, but still he managed to burn all his clock and lose by clock at the end. Yeah, it was really sad.
Yeah, so for a minute there, I thought I could pull one of those, but no, I didn't have enough time because I had to do a lot of work.
No. Fortunately, Travis knows what he's doing, and he was able to do it.
Yeah. So it's going to be a win on scenario for you because you're going to score 1 more point on your flag, and I'm not going to score anything. So even it's not a 4 difference since I clock. First of all, I clock, right? So
hold on. I bumped the flag up to 4 on already, so I was at 3 and I bumped it to 4. So when you clock, then I'll go to 5 points because I think you.
Actually no, because it's actually during your turn still. Because it wasn't during the counter, not during my turn, so it's going to end 4 and 2.
Oh, yep. On my turn because it comes back around. And on 1 second, yes, 4-2, absolutely.
So
man, that was a close game.
Yep, I think I should have played the other way around, like offering you the jacks and then use the units to kill your beast, because with Parasite and Sighting Touch, I could have killed them.
Yeah.
Maybe not offer you them for free, and offering you the units and then trying to use the jacks backfire a little bit, especially because I play Marathon horribly. So maybe
got stuck.
Yeah, Maybe I should have offered you Cankerworm and try to bait in the Cage Racer, and then use the Parasite and what's the other name?
Yeah,
Unsighting Touch to try to kill him.
yeah, because I think
And
if you do
and
that,
try
the
to
Marauders kill the canker or kill the Cage Rager.
yeah, because they go up to POW 14 with Parasite, and they have 2 attacks each.
The thing to be careful about with the Cage Rager is because it has Arcane Vortex due to the corpses. Getting rid of it is hard.
So you say I couldn't have used Parasite. I have to land 2 Parasites on him.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Or 3 in the case that I'm right now.
Yeah, but at the beginning of the game you have only 1 corpse because of the thing.
Correct.
So
Yep. Yeah, you have to land 2. That's where, in hindsight, still having even the Arcana of Ruin is beneficial in this because it would drop your Parasite and drop your Scything Touch,
okay, so
and get rid of a 3rd spell. So it would have made your life a lot harder, and I should have picked that one probably instead of Desolation.
because
Desolation
Desolation
didn't help much.
Yeah, exactly. And so Desolation can help in some matchups, but I didn't really think through the matchup all that much when I was picking Arcana. I'm just like, I'm going to pick Labyrinth for sure, and then Desolation looks fun, and so I grabbed that. But yeah, Ruin would have been the right Arcana.
Indeed. So, Travis, is there anything you want us to shout out from your end? Any podcast that you're on, any blog, or any event that you're organizing that's coming soon?
Yeah, so there's 2 things. One, there is a Warfare Weekend qualifier that will be running in the Wisconsin area of the U.S. It's at Dragonfall Con, which is, I think, www.dragon-fall.com. And my friend Matt is going to be running that event. I'm looking forward to going there. All the proceeds for that event go to charity, so it's a really cool convention because they run a whole bunch of tournaments and donate everything to charity. And so it's a complete nonprofit. No one really makes anything from it. It all goes right back to some awesome charities to help people out. So I think it's a great convention. The event is a little more expensive because it is going to charity, but it is for a great cause. So I think it's something that I'm hoping that people go to. The badges, I think they're still working on trying to get the single-day badges out. It'll make it a little cheaper for people. Right now, they just have 2-day badges on their site. But once the single-day badges go out, sign up for it and come hang out in Wisconsin. It's October 23rd. So it's, I think, the same weekend as the Bulkor Brawl in New Jersey, which was something I was planning on going to, but then I got triple booked that same weekend. So it was a lot of fun. Beyond that, I run a Twitch stream on twitch.tv/Nekuraizu, which is NEKURAIZOU. And I run that almost every night. I've been on a little bit of hiatus lately because I've had eye problems, but I look forward to getting back to that and doing a lot of the streaming, a lot of painting, assembly, talking about lore. It's kind of a variety stream, but it's all really Privateer Press products. So we do Warcaster, Montauk, War Machine, Hordes, Riot Quest, anything that's a Privateer Press type thing, I paint and play and talk about. And those are the big things. And then you had mentioned earlier that we had just released from Privateer Press the wiki. So privateerpress.wiki has the new rules wiki for a lot of the side games. Not say side games, but a lot of the non-War Machine and Hordes games. So it's got Riot Quest on it right now and Warcaster on it. And I'm looking forward to putting the cards and images onto it and adding lore and really expanding it out and getting Montauk onto it, because it's going to be a really great resource for players to ask questions and see frequently asked questions on models and have it really condensed and centralized and searchable, a lot more than forums. Forums are hard to search.
Yep.
And there's 3 editions worth of rulings on the forums. And so you can run into problems of which ruling is, the most current, and you log in, and that website's kind of dwindling a little bit. So it's really good for the community and really good for all of us.
And whenever a new ruling comes, you just can add it and delete the old ones that are not longer viable.
I'm sorry, say that again?
That in case there is a new ruling that invalidates another one, you can just leave the newest ruling on the
Absolutely, wiki. Exactly. And so what I'm going to be doing is, someone pointed out, and it's a really good idea, is to put a change log onto the wiki. So that's something I'm going to do. Is you can go look at the centralized change log and say, hey, I last checked this out at the end of July. What has changed since July? And be able to just go look at that change log and say, hey, this model's rules changed, or there's a fact that got published for it. I'm going to go check it out. And I'm going to link everything inside that change log, so it's really easy to use, and try to do what I think, and actually asking for feedback from the community as well, but do things that are great for the community, for rulings and for facts, so that we can be very efficient with knowing how things changed and what happens, and all the good stuff that comes with Privateer Press changing the games and updating the games. So it's very exciting. I'm looking forward to it, and looking forward to it expanding more and being useful to people. And I've already had people that when I sent it to them, they're like, "Oh, I didn't know this thing," and it's like, "Oh, cool! It's already achieved its goal of someone learning something from it."
Yeah.
Exactly. And so I'm very excited for it.
One thing that happens now that the CIDs are really focused on one faction, that sometimes a spell or an ability changes, and there's like a aftershocks that since this spell changed, this caster in another faction has a spell that also changed, because a matter of consistency, and sometimes you can miss those things. So it's always nice to, like for example, when Befuddle was changed because of Black Vela, and Calandra got that there.
Yeah.
So maybe people suddenly found out that Calandra's spell didn't work out the same, and didn't know why.
Exactly, and it's just a really good place for rulings, in my opinion.
Yeah. And like otherwise, all the things you mentioned are going to be on, if you're watching on YouTube, they are right there in the description, so you don't have to memorize any URLs. Just go there and click
that so much.
Yeah. Ben, you were going to say something.
No. Just that I agree that it's a wiki is a great place for rulings, and to see how the rulings work. They have a history, they have change log, they have a discussion tab. Wikis are great for keeping track of everything, but keeping the latest things on the front. And kudos for that. I hope the community contributes towards your content, so it can grow naturally, and you don't have that much work. Especially with people modifying content, it's helpful when you have a group of people helping you. So I hope you get it soon.
Yeah, right now to clarify, just so that people know, the wiki is locked down to only official users, and right now the user sign up is disabled. We want it to be in the infancy, just to make sure the content creators in it are saying the right things and that it rolls out correctly, because it is an official wiki. That we don't want mistakes to live long on the wiki. We want it to be as official as possible when it comes out. So a lot of the little copy paste mistakes I'm actually learning from and taking great pains now to not have, and just checking and making sure that everything looks right when we first put it out, because you can't have something that changes like every 6 minutes. Like, that just doesn't work. We want the community to be like, this is the answer and this is what it is.
That's fine. That works. If it grows and you start getting a hang of like being more agile with your job, and then that's great. That's great for you on your side, and for us as consumers for the product. So that's great news. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's exciting. I'm very excited about it. I can speak all day for it, and I don't want to pull everyone's ears off, but I'm just super excited for it because it's a really great thing.
Nice.
And with that note, we're going to end today's episode. Thank you very much, Travis, for coming to the show.
Oh, thank you both for hosting me. This is fantastic.
Thanks.
I hope you have fun during the game despite the tense end.
Oh no, it was a ton of fun. Absolutely. No, that was great.
And just a quick note regarding that you said that you are doing all things priority press on your stream. I have recently started the new Requiem campaign, The Legend of Witchfire, for D&D 5 edition.
Awesome.
And I'm going to upload it to the YouTube channel too. It's just going to be an actual play and just a video. We're not going to stream that. So yeah, but they're going to be in Spanish. So sorry to the international community, but we are from Argentina, so we're going to.
You can always sit 4 days and put subtitles like me. Like I spent like 4 days just on one video. It was too much.
No, it's 2 hours and it's just full of localisms. So I'm not going to.
Oh no! Yeah, no. Forget it.
Yeah. For example, in one of the books says that there is one shop cart that sells dumplings, and I changed them to empanadas, so I'm not going to translate empanadas. No way.
That's awesome. I kind of love it. I'm excited to hear more about the game. So if you get like a chance of just doing like in English, just small little recaps of cool things, I would love to hear that. That sounds awesome.
Maybe we can work something out. Yeah, maybe we can talk.
Please don't try to translate it because you are going to hate us, all of us.
No, full translation no, but I can translate the summary, and that will be fine.
Yeah, like just do like almost like a cliff notes of like, hey, the adventure got to this really cool part, and this happened, and it was ridiculous, and all that. Like, I look forward to hearing about it and hearing more about your characters and you guys playing it.
The party so far is a twerking monk of the open hand, just goes in and screams like Bruce Lee and his stuff. And he's an albino troll that chose gifted as his essence, so he does a little bit of magic too, because why not?
That's awesome.
A goer alchemist that during the invasion was a refugee in rule, but he's so like he likes to explore so much that he got in some places here that he shouldn't have in rule, so he had to run before the dwarf killed him. A former Cadoran mechanic that's now a mercenary, and he founded a mercenary company. And a trencher warcaster that went on a mission that went really south, and he was left for dead, but now he's kind of deserted because since everyone thinks he's dead, and now he joined the other characters in the mercenary company.
That sounds awesome. I love it.
Yep. I love that 3 out of 4 players choose some of the new classes instead of going with the original classes of D&D.
Yeah, and it's like that's the greatness about it. And like you get that really cool flavor. The Order of the Fist Trollkin is not something you'd normally see in War Machine, and so it makes sense in IK, and it's really cool. I love it.
Yeah. So we have gone a little bit too long. So thanks everyone for watching, and we're going to see you next Saturday. Bye bye.
Talk to you guys later. Thank you.